The next head coach for USC is probably going to be Clay Helton because he's gotten vote of confidence from the president and from the athletic director in Mike Bohn. And that's really what we needed to see, because the way that he was able to finish out going 8-4 in a season which we all thought that he was a lame duck. He put together a season after being forced really by the last athletic director to fire his offensive coordinator, to change up his scheme away from something he doesn't do well, to go get Cliff Kingsbury, who was a head coach, who we felt like was a head coach in waiting, who took a better job, to go get Graham Harrell away from North Texas, to install an offense that he knew nothing about, to run with players that he recruited to run a different scheme, and then oversee it all. And as that's getting started, loses JT Daniels to an ACL injury, and all of a sudden you got to go through damn near all of your season with the backup cornerback. And then you get your signature win against a top 6 team now in Utah with your third string quarterback in Matt Fink. If anybody did a hell of a coaching job this year, not named Matt Rule, it's Clay Helton. Okay? He took L's to all the people we expected him to take L's to while getting a pelt with Utah Utes name on it, and could be the reason the Utah Utes don't make the college football playoff. We all thought that job was going to go to the Urban Meyer. Turns out, though, Urban Meyer ain't really interested in college football in that way. I think he was using USC as a way to get himself a raise, perhaps at Fox, where his playbook is the best part of the Big Nude show. Big Nude sounds a lot more fun, and that's how college football jokesters like myself would refer to it. Rob Stone, love you. Like Reggie Bush, like Matt Leinart. I like Urban to a degree. It's not a bad show. Anyway, point I'm making here is the guy that is getting the best odds to be the Dallas Cowboys head coach in 2020 ain't Jason Garrett. It ain't Chris Richard, who is passing game coordinator and helps with the pass defense, and I thought was going to be the next guy in line. Even Lincoln Riley's getting better odds than Chris Richard at 5-1, and Lincoln Riley ain't going nowhere. Urban Meyer is getting 3-1 odds to be the next head coach for the Dallas Cowboys. And I think this is all because he was the guy that was so really just out there saying who wouldn't want to be the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. They got those players. They got some of my players and Zeke Elliott, and they got this defense. And maybe, anybody would want that job. We all know that we don't want the Ginger Clapper to have that job anymore. For those of you who don't know, I am a Dallas Cowboys fan, and Jason Garrett does drive me a little bonkers, and I just really wish he would take his hands off the wheel and let Kellen Moore call the offense, let Chris Richard and Rob Marinelli call the defense, and get the hell out of the way, because it ain't a-working with that man being the head coach. And now we're talking about Dallas that might get embarrassed on Thanksgiving against the Buffalo Bills, and Jaheim, as my man Bomani calls him, Jaheim Allen, because that dude ain't no passer to speak of. But they're 8-3. And the last thing I want to see is Dallas Cowboys get embarrassed by the Buffalo Bills on Thanksgiving, in a year in which we all expected the Dallas Cowboys to be playing the kind of football that the Baltimore Ravens are playing. Okay? We all expected the Dallas Cowboys to be playing the kind of football the 49ers are playing, the Patriots are playing. We would take the Kansas City Chiefs at this point. But the fact that Urban Meyer is getting better odds to be the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys than anybody else tells you where everybody thinks this coaching search might be, if indeed Jerry Jones actually pulls the trigger. Because I kind of think that he likes using Jason Garrett as a punching bag. At the bottom of this list, by the way, Bob Stoops is getting like 150-1, and then Jerry Jones get 500-1, and then Barry Switchers get 500-1, and of course, Jimmy Johnson get 500-1. I'm probably getting like 701 because I love this stuff. Tom Herman getting 33-1. I thought that was funny as well. Dabo Sweeney and Mike Gundy are both getting 50-1, which I thought was kind of comical. Ronnie Lott's getting better odds to be the next head coach of the Dallas Cowboys than Chris Richard. Yeesh. All right. That is going to do it for me. If you like the videos, remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Upload every single day. It's always OU related, college football related, sports related. We have a good time. I will see y'all tomorrow. Doses.